my name is Renee and I started working for Rustic Cuff in February of 2016. Before Rustic Cuff came into my life, I was a pre-3 teacher at a preschool in Owasso and I was teaching Zumba.
So my first memory of Renee was every day when I would go to my Facebook private messages, there would be an email from a girl named Renee, and I hope she doesn't watch this part because to this day I cannot say her name very well. So I just call her RC.
I said, please, I'd love for you to take my Zumba class sometime, and she seemed really interested at the time.
And she was so sweet about it, and she would send me gentle reminders, I don't know, every day. No, it wasn't every day. It was probably like, I mean, at the most every other day.
Every month I'd send her a calendar.
Okay, it was once a month she would send me a gentle reminder about her Pilates class that she taught. And I thought that would be perfect because she seemed so sweet. She wasn't pushy. And I thought someday I want to meet this girl.
And so finally, in December of 2015, Jill wrote me and said,
here's the deal. You live in Arkansas, and that's a long place for me to drive. I don't think she lives in Arkansas. Owasso. She doesn't live in Arkansas, but it's Owasso, and I lease a car, and it only allows me to drive 5 miles a day, and that was a 10-mile round trip. And that's what I told her. I said, why don't you come to me? And she said,
yes, absolutely. And on January 20th of 2016, I lugged my speaker behind me and walked in the door in my Zumba clothes, and everybody was sitting at their desks and said, can we help you?
I didn't tell a single soul that she was coming. I didn't even tell people to wear tennis shoes that day.
And they had their work clothes on and their boots and their cowl neck sweaters.
I actually forgot she was coming. And that's probably because I can't even pronounce her last name. And I had not done yoga since, like, ever. And so I thought she was going to show up with her yoga mat, and she didn't. She showed up with a boom box.
And they were all dressed so professionally, and here I was about to get them all sweaty.
It was the most fun I had ever had during a spin class. I loved it.
We laughed and we sweat, and right after class ended, I believe it was Betsy said, when can she come back?
So after 30 minutes of doing CrossFit, I invited her to come up to my office. And you know what? This is so crazy. But she was sitting there and it already felt like she was a part of us. And I said, okay, I don't want to make this permanent, but would you come back next week, like Tuesday and Thursday, and just try this again?
And I said, I'm available these days that I don't work at the preschool. And it turned into a gig. It was a couple times a week.
So it's not that I don't want to do step aerobics, but that actually was the last time that I ever did a class with her. But I will tell you, she has changed the lives of all of the girls that work up there. If you have ever met Renee, she is never not smiling, and I am not kidding you. I don't know if it's because she's the best kickboxer teacher out there, but she has learned the secret of a permanent smile. So within the first 2 weeks of her being our mixed martial arts teacher, I called her up to my office and I said, Renee, I don't even know what your background is other than doing karate. I don't know, I have no idea, but let's just talk.
I had applied the month before, so in December. We went through a little bit of a rough time, and my husband lost his job 2 weeks before Christmas. And we were pretty private about it, and we did what we could to get by. And I loved being a stay-at-home mom and part-time worker at the time, but I thought I'm gonna apply somewhere I would love to work. And so I applied at Rustic Cuff.
I knew that if she was that passionate about rhythmic gymnastics, that I wanted her to be a part of our team.
Working with Jill is amazing. There's no other way to describe it, and there's no other company or family that you'll find that is formed around passion, of gifting and sharing and love and sisterhood and brotherhood, and we laugh together and we sing together and we dance together and we pray together. And it's just such an amazing journey that I've been on, even for just the short 10 months or so. And I look forward to seeing what tomorrow brings.
I will say this about Renee, and I don't know if I knew this right when I met her, but somehow deep inside I must have known, but Renee has one of the best knowers that I have ever known. Different than almost anybody that I know that has the ability to do that. And I cannot be without that, because it's such a valuable thing to me. Not to mention how much I love her and what a light that she is to everybody. But that is one of the things that I cherish the most about her, that she has such great discernment of people, of situations, and of things that we go through, and has really, really good wisdom to know how to move forward or to stand still on things.
Since my life intersected with Jill, I never realized just how much of myself I didn't know existed. I didn't realize how much was in there, and just how much more heart she could pull out of me. And until this experience, I don't know how long that would have been in there. And I just feel like a totally different person, and like somebody who is free from just anything in the past that I was never able to provide or give out to others. And Jill provides me that to give out to other people, and she allows it, and for that I'm truly blessed.
So Renee Kazarniak, I want to thank you for all the wonderfulness that you bring every single day, and your cardio jam lessons, and your smile. Please don't ever lose that smile. Actually, I have told you this before, and I still mean it. I will never ever let you leave me, ever. So you can try, but I will not. I will lock the door.